Welcome to the SourceFed podcast, guys. I'm real happy to have William Haynes here with me and no one else.
Hey, Steve, how you doing? Just you and I.
Darren Gertner's here as well as the always hilarious Sam Basher.
Sam Holden.
Darren just put out a music video. I'm the one that directed it.
Oh, god damn.
Go see it on youtube.com/Darren Von Gertner.
Sam, you're a little clammy.
I'm always clammy.
What is that about?
I don't know. I
don't like that term, clammy.
Why not?
Well, feel this and then think about it.
Yeah, but I don't understand it.
There's this girl.
Pass it around.
Okay,
Pass it
well,
around.
let me see. Oh, yeah. There's this girl I liked in high school. I was going to say her name, but then I realized I shouldn't. And I liked her, and I feel like she kind of liked me, but the issue was her hands were clammy. And I was desperate in high school. Oh, boy. But her hands were too clammy.
Why
That was a
clammy,
turn
though?
on?
What
Were
is
too clammy for you to not want to hold her hand?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
In high school?
I was a little boy.
What does it
Now
mean,
you got
though?
clam
Like,
ham.
why
It's cool.
clammy? Why clam?
Why is that
why
the term?
Clam? Why is it associated with the word clam?
I don't know. I don't know.
There were other issues with her. That wasn't it, but that was like.
I'm sure if you did a quick Google.
Is it because clams are slimy?
I mean, yeah, but
Was that a slimy feel?
it's a
Do you remember that
slimy
Yeah,
tail.
episode of
slimy.
SpongeBob where like they had a giant clam and then they like
Hell yeah,
kidnapped it?
guys! Why don't you go on over
You're
to
not
iTunes
allowed to do that.
and check
No,
out that
I sit here and
review
listen
area.
to bullshit all the time.
If you go to that-
about every
This is
1980s
loud.
movie.
You're real loud in my
If you guys
ears.
go to that review section on iTunes for the SourceFed podcast and type in a review, that would be very awesome. Our
give
boy,
him an example of a good review.
I'll give you an example. The SourceFed podcast did not mention Hitler
That's pretty good.
This week.
this week.
That's pretty good.
Guys, it was William Haynes' birthday. Do it for his birthday. If you want to give Billy Haynes a gift.
Man, we had a wild
that.
Friday night for your birthday.
Oh my
Can we talk about that?
Okay, yeah.
How do we even start the story?
Okay, so first off,
We get off work. We get off work.
and you guys had an Uber show up
Wait,
to
but
work.
like
for
first
us.
do the lead up, like the morning.
my bad.
You wake up. What happened?
Okay, I
Wait,
wake
I
up
wasn't
in
a
the
part
morning.
of this.
No, you were.
You were. Okay, so I woke up that morning. Okay, I was gonna make up a whole thing. I don't know what I was even gonna take it to.
Yeah,
Where was that
I was-
Uber gonna go?
I was excited
I
for
was
that.
thinking strip club.
We did nothing, right?
No, we did not.
No, we went back to, you guys went home. Did you even go get dinner?
Oh,
No, I was feeling sick.
We listened to Drake really loud in the living room.
But I
did.
will say this. There was a plan to take Will to the Olive Garden,
That was a plan.
but Will denied it because he didn't want to go.
I
No,
didn't feel like
he's
it.
sick. He got sick.
I think
got
we
sick.
both got like a very mild, but like not really. It's probably just in our head, like a case of food poisoning.
Tell us the truth about Badger Fresh.
Bad Jeff
Badger
Fresh.
Fresh. This
Tell
time,
us the truth
Badger
about
Fresh.
Badger Fresh.
Is
They
that
did
what-
us
I don't
wrong.
think they washed their
You got
hands.
food poisoning?
I thought I
not
was.
You got just squirts?
No.
I didn't get that. I didn't go that far.
I on the right.
Can you call if a food gave you an upset stomach? Can you actually call that food poisoning, or is that just like the food was bad?
that might
day?
be the most boring question I've ever
we're
heard in my entire life.
It's not actual food poisoning.
Get visceral with me, Steve.
Are we talking just tummy aches here?
We're talking tummy aches.
talking-
No, it's
we
not food
talking
poisoning.
tummies?
No, it's like you just ate greasy shit.
If we're talking tummies, I'm gonna go ahead and say
I love the serious.
me too. I like getting real quiet and serious about tummies.
How come you didn't want to do anything for your birthday?
The real answer is too emotional.
Who are you looking at?
Oh man, if I told you what my idea was for your birthday to wake you up, I wanted
Really?
to get a laundry hamper and get some old clothes and start a fire in front of your door and like just knock and be like in my like dirty underwear, be like,
All my clothes.
That wouldn't have been a funny joke when the house burnt
it
down.
wouldn't have been, but it would have been a good time for me.
People always
soon,
think
guys.
the whole
Too
house
soon.
is gonna burn.
Too soon.
I hate that people always think the whole house is gonna burn down. You set one thing in fire, the whole house. What if I just burn down a corner?
Did you see that viral video today?
No, but you told me about it.
I don't know if he burned down the whole house.
No,
But
we
He injured
reported
his
it
family.
on SourceFed Nerd. No, Ed just injured. Everyone's so fine though. But they
was
burnt down
so
the.
fine.
He burnt down the
it's
second
so
floor.
great.
Second floor of his house.
Just the whole second floor.
Does that mean
The
it's
whole
just
second
gone?
floor. Nah, just fucked
If
up.
you
It's
take a
probably
look,
just-
there's no more floor. What does that
That's a
mean?
great way to get rid of your second floor if you
Yeah.
want to get rid of it.
Yeah, you just want a whole change. Just burn it down.
I'm sick of the second. I'm sick of going upstairs.
At our house
Let's
or
get
at
rid.
his
No,
house?
I'm just saying. Like if I was that kid, I'd be like, I'm sick of going
It's a 40-year-old
upstairs.
man.
I always had like
That
a
was
weird
a
thing.
40-year-old man.
It's a
He's like
40-year-old man.
46 or something.
Hold on.
That's what you get for smoking inside. Don't
But
smoke
also,
in his
a
house.
46-year-old didn't know how to put out a fire.
No, he started an
Hold
oil
on.
fire.
He threw cardboard in the fire?
So he took the lit match, covered in oil, put it in a full trash can.
Why
with
was it
paper,
covered in oil?
Because he was trying to fill up a lighter and he fucked up.
I think he was trying to be cool on the stream.
There you go.
He was
Why do
trying
we
to
still
impress
need
people.
fire? It's way too far into humanity for us to. We were using fire like millions of years ago.
Because fire's still cool.
We still need
Fire's
it though.
cool.
Have you seen when people put hand sanitizer on their hand and then light it on fire?
I've never had the balls to do that.
I will never do that, but it fucking looks cool. Remember I showed you?
Hell no.
I've seen
That
people
gives
put
it-
like
Yes,
a
I do.
layer
Let's
of wax in their hand, and then they
Light
light
it?
that on fire.
That
Like
lights
they
on
put
fire?
well, they put something on top of the wax, and then they light it on fire, and the wax protects them.
So that doesn't
That's
actually
smart.
get burned.
Because the one I've
Beard.
seen is like they shave their hands so there's no body hair, and then they just dip it in hand sanitizer and light it for a
Oh,
second.
so the hair won't.
Yeah.
singe
That's
off or some
not
shit?
smart.
That is no, it's not smart. It's
Let's
not
do that
smart.
tonight at the house.
You know, in Metal
Indoors.
Gear
Yeah.
5, there's like he has a device.
I can't escape this game, huh?
You sure can. He has a device that, like, when he lights his cigar, it's literally just like a holographic image
I want to talk about this
that
right
heats
now.
it up.
I want to hear this.
But I
went
was,
to
I, was,
therapy.
I was adding on to your idea of why do we need fire.
I went to
But
therapy.
in the-
Before you
in
go to the therapy,
in the
I
Metal
want to hear
Gear,
this.
yeah, in the Metal Gear game, they use another thing that isn't fire.
What do they use?
It's like a thing. It's like a technology.
I'm glad we wrapped that up. Let's hear about
Hold
that.
on, I'm not done yet. And what it does is it comes out like a color.
Is it real? Is
Yeah.
that a thing in real life?
No,
They're
it's
just-
not
it's
real in real
lasers.
life.
Wait, in the game, he can light his hand on fire?
In the game, he
What
can
does that
light a
do?
cigar.
Oh,
In
a
fact,
cigar.
you know what? The cigar is not actually being lit. I realized it's a mechanical.
No.
It's an electronic cigar.
Mod's not here.
It's a mechanical electronic cigar. And when you take that device and put the fake flame up to it, it's like almost like it tricks you into thinking you just lit a real cigar.
What are we talking about?
A not real cigar. You might be explaining the most boring thing in the entire Metal Gear Solid video game.
There's a electronic cigar.
All right, I
No, what do you
follow
think
this.
is the actual
so you're
most
just
boring thing?
you're just pantomiming something.
Yes,
We're
and
talking about a game here?
Tell me
This
the
is a
most
game.
boring thing you can tell me about Metal Gear Solid.
there's a cigar.
No, this guy, no, there really is something more boring than that. Give me the most boring, something that happened.
That
in
part
it.
where you were just running in the desert was kind of boring.
You know, maybe the fact that you can take a shower is boring.
Can you really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can.
Does your health go up?
Well, because you're covered. So at one point in the game, if you don't take a shower, you will be covered in blood. Because
Okay.
you've been killing people the entire game.
Right.
So you'll be covered in blood. And if you take a shower, it like cleans up it clears your mind. It makes you less stressed.
Wouldn't the
So your
game
health
just
goes up.
automatically do that?
Since we're having the roommate podcast,
I got burps.
I didn't know how to bring this up to you, Steve. You may be aware that I went to see a therapist soon.
Oh, shit, it's about to get real.
I've been having a little bit of just a little bit. I'm cool, a little bit of anxiety, and I realized part of it is because every day in my living room I hear, "I'm gonna kill you." Where he at?
You're not doing great.
Well, every day is an exaggeration. I wasn't even home this
Snake,
weekend at
you
all.
didn't. I was good this weekend. That's why I'm good right. Snake, you gotta go back to level 5. That's what's.
How does that make
Metal
you
Gear
feel,
5.
Steve?
I don't know.
I think it's
Wait, did
weird
you really
because
tell your therapist that?
no, no.
Should we give you guys a moment?
It would. No, I'm just kidding.
Let's
We
have
can
a moment
give
of
you a
silence.
moment.
Yeah.
Moment of
Can we all have a moment of silence?
yeah, one real quick one.
I'm talking tummy.
Talking dummy eggs over here. So, does it really
you
give
for
you
the
anxiety?
silence.
A little bit, man. You know.
No.
Man, you're a fucking weirdo.
Now
Will.
he's sad.
You're fucking weird.
What is that? Okay, we were doing that oddity, the water one, and you said you had a doll named Snoop, or
Snoops.
what was that? Explain that
talked
to me,
about
because
that on SourceFed
we've never.
before.
We never
What is
What kind of
that?
doll is it?
I had a doll who is. It's
Oh wait, I thought you said
like
dog.
a Barbie doll? Like what kind of doll are we talking
It's
about?
like if you saw it, you'd be terrified.
like an
but-
action figure?
No, like a straight
like
up
a
doll.
stuffed bear?
Like it's like a baby doll.
So like a
And
Barbie doll.
I used to carry it around until I was
Cabbage
like
Patch.
Okay, like a baby.
until I was like maybe like 6.
Are we talking tummy aches here?
No. Antacid.com. Yeah. I had
Are
a
there
doll named
photos
Snoops.
of it?
Yeah.
This was like a security blanket type deal?
Yeah, I had it everywhere.
I
Snoops,
get it.
And I believed that I could talk to Snoops.
How old are we
That's
talking?
interesting.
I'm talking. I was up to. I remember it. So maybe 6, maybe 7.
Wow.
Do you guys have imaginary friends as a
I
kid?
don't.
Snoops.
I did, but I can't remember specifically what.
One was an orangutan. I remember that.
That's boring.
No, it is not. It talked to me and it would hold my hand when I would walk across the street.
That's scary.
Wait, so would you actually walk across the street like this?
No, I just keep my hand to my side, just a little bit.
They do have lengthy arms.
Yeah.
What if you start getting your ass beat by the orangutan as a kid?
You know what? That reminds me.
horrible.
And then your eyes start coming out. Your parents like, oh no.
Oh, shit.
I
That's hilarious.
think there's a routine I used to do called the monkey walk routine. I don't think you guys have seen it before. It's something from my
No,
past.
that's
I
called
want to show
doing
you.
the
racist.
soldier boy. That's called doing the soldier.
I've got it's the new one. It's called the monkey walk. I'll show you later.
What do you mean this was a routine? You did it on stage? Or?
No, I used to do it I used to be one of my bits.
Oh, really? Just
Yeah.
for friends?
Is it
a
Yeah,
good
for
gag?
friends. It was a friend's bit.
Is it
Oh,
like
really?
is it like a walking routine? Is it like when you have to shit and you kind of
It's a walking routine.
Is it a bit that only friends can see and no one else can?
Is it a Christopher
No,
Walken
everyone can
routine?
see it, but I don't think I could do it here.
Yeah.
You'll just have to wait for a table talk someday or something, or look at my Snapchat.
What's the difference?
There's cameras?
Yeah, but I mean,
There's even more
I need a
cameras
big
on this
amount
show.
of
He needs a
room.
bigger.
And this is an
more
audio
space.
podcast.
I need more space.
Oh,
can't-
okay.
you can't
What's it
hear
called again? Because I don't want to
The
forget.
monkey walk.
The monkey walk. Oh shit.
The
Steve
monkey
about it.
walk.
Tweet Steve about it.
Steve, what's your oldest bit that you used to do with pals and now you don't do it anymore?
Screaming. Screaming.
Screaming.
You still definitely do that one
That's
every
true.
Friday night.
Well, I thought you were saying what's my oldest bit, but then you added that you don't do anymore. Because my oldest bit is screaming for sure.
Really? You've been doing that since you were a
Been
kid?
doing that since I was a kid.
I mean,
That's a
you
good
told
bit.
us like stories about your dad would always, your mom would come in.
Oh, yeah.
"Mijo,
Oh, yeah.
Daddy's sleeping.
Yeah, my
or-
dad would get real pissed.
You would just scream for
He
no
would
reason.
come in his underwear and be like, I've got to get up at 5 a.m, Esteban. God damn it. Go to bed.
And how old were you when this was happening?
I don't know, man.
17.
I'm sure it was up to 17 years old.
Wait, so like it wasn't you just like being a
Actually,
little.
it might even be up to 19 years old.
Jesus, man.
You weren't just being like a shithead. You just thought it was funny, or
No,
Or you were a
I mean,
shithead.
look, there was an isolated creativity in my brain that was like screaming to come out in some capacity.
Yeah, right.
And
You
what-
just like being reckless. Me too.
so it came out in yells.
Well, see, it would be like at night is when I would get most creative.
Right.
And so me and my friends would come over at
Money to
night.
spend.
What's
Sorry.
that?
Sorry, I was singing a Drake lyric. Sorry.
So my friends would come over at night and we would we would practice songs or we would write sketches or like shoot sketches or something. And sometimes that would involve screaming.
Is this with Owen?
Yeah, Owen was
with
part
Owen?
of that. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And you just scream.
Sometimes he'd just scream. Yeah.
I've seen the old videos. I've seen
some old videos too.
There's some screams.
Where was I looking at that at?
I have like a hidden YouTube channel.
Oh.
Ooh,
What's the
people are gonna
link?
go look.
What's right here? Just click this.
Are you ever gonna I know you said you wanted to like reshoot. You had like a sketch series thing where you were some type of monster, I think, or some shit.
No. He was an adventurer. That's
Yeah.
a different.
Oh,
That one.
yeah.
I don't know if
man.
you want to talk
What's
about
that
That's
one?
my
Yeah.
baby.
We don't
I
have
can't
to,
talk
we
about
don't have to say
Oh.
any details, but please do it again.
Yeah, I want to. I have big plans for it. In fact, my big dream is that it would be like an Adult Swim show or something.
That would be cool.
No.
Can you tell me about it later? I've never heard.
Yes,
of
I'll
I
tell
know we
you.
got
Shit, no,
friends
he can
at
show
it.
you.
Yeah, I
show it
can
to me?
show you
He
like
has
a
it, yeah.
pilot.
Oh,
Yeah, that I
cool.
shot.
Steve, you're so talented. I want you to do more.
I will say though, the person that was involved in that pilot is no longer my friend. Someone
Fuck
that I
'em.
wrote, sort of co-wrote it with.
Whose original concept was it?
It was my
Then
concept.
boom, fuck that person.
3 years.
Hell yeah.
But I can definitely
Morty,
see it
100
being a
years.
thing where if it became super popular or if it became a show, I could definitely see that person coming out and being like, "We're talking tummy aches."
What if you
Deal with it then.
what if you change the name slightly or something?
I would hate to do that because the name is so unique. I feel.
Oh man, what if a cop said that? We're talking tummy aches here.
We got a 10-9 going on down here at the old corner of Main Street. I'm talking tummy aches.
That reminds me. Did you tell people about what happened in the airport when we were leaving Austin, Texas?
I love it. We were on it. I can't remember if it was on our way to.
No, we're leaving.
We're leaving. We're coming back to LA.
Yeah.
We're coming back to LA.
Is this what you told us last night?
I think so.
We were in the Austin
one?
airport.
No, not that one. Not
Wait,
that
I want
one.
to know what that
I'll
is.
tell it after you
Okay.
tell this.
We were
one.
in the Austin airport, and we're just doing our thing, getting ready to go home. We're ready, and over the intercom, this voice was like, "Ding! Attention, there is a gray hoodie and a puppet."
And a puppet? Please tell me that's all they said.
I mean, there must
And a
have been
puppet.
more, but
We didn't hear it.
We didn't hear it because it was so
That's
perfect
hilarious.
to hear that over an airport intercom.
I think some of the best bits have been discovered in an airport, like the
Yes.
Donald Duck one.
What's
Is
the
this some of
Donald
the
Oh yeah, that was at the airport.
Yeah.
The Donald Duck thing is perhaps one of the funniest internet. Like, you know, the foods menu is pretty funny too.
the foods?
I don't know that
love
one.
foods.
Yeah,
the
I did
book,
like a
the
whole
menu
table talk
thing.
where like we read through the foods menu and it's just like flavored wets, like talking about drinks and stuff. In fact,
We're talking drinks.
I've got it here.
Steve always has something.
Wait,
I do. I
always
have a
has-
show and
wait,
tell.
Is this the foods?
No, this is the Donald
Oh,
Duck
you want to read the
thing.
Donald
saved
Duck?
it?
Have we read
Oh,
it?
the Donald Duck. Oh,
We
now
might-
I'm remembering it. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think
think
we've
we-
ever read it.
I think we might have talked about it on Table
We might have
Talk
talked
when
about it, but I don't
happened.
think we've ever read it.
Is it about the eggs?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Okay, so I think we found out it was from Clickhole, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Clickhole. They make the fucking most amazing
Clickhole
shit.
is the shit. Clickhole is like the Tim and Eric version of The Onion.
What was the first one that you ever found from Clickhole?
It is The Onion.
We were laying.
Oh yeah, it is.
It is the onion.
We were at your old apartment.
It was
When we
the,
did the- when we did
yeah,
the
it was
live
the
chat.
Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, the Big Bang
The
Theory.
Oh, Bing Bong.
Bing Bong Brothers.
Which Bing Bong brother?
That was amazing. God
Okay,
damn.
so this was found online, and the way I found it is one of my friends, Chalky, on
another
Facebook.
made-up name. Another punky.
Chucky. These fucking
Clemens.
2002 Clemens.
Clivens, Punky, Chalky. Yeah,
Steve is really bad at pretending he had friends before SourceFed.
I had no friends. So Chalky posted this on Facebook. Why is my nose running? Is there allergies? Do you guys have allergies? Or
Oh shit!
I'll get it.
I don't want that to
That's
come
not
back.
good.
It's not cold,
I'm upset with you that you reminded me that allergies exist.
right?
I don't think I
Allergies is a
have
nightmare.
those. I don't think I
Fuck
have
yeah.
I'm
those.
allergic
I
to
don't think so
cats.
either, but I don't know what this is right now.
That's
My
like
nose
getting
is
over
running.
a sickness.
Just read
thing.
about the
Here it
elephants.
is. This is okay. The elephants. This is apparently. We're gonna get into some tummy aches soon. This is from. Okay, so this is apparently from the Walt Disney Studios. And it's supposed
Paint
to
a
be.
picture for me.
It's supposed to be like. So when you work in a big company like the Walt Disney Studios, there are these kind of like in-office letters that kind of go to all of your workers to kind of say like, hey, everyone's doing a great job, or here's some notes. And if you work in an animation studio, you could sometimes get notes that are like, hey, you know, Donald Duck is one of our most popular characters. Here's some notes about Donald Duck that need to be remembered so that we never get it wrong and we have some consistency with the characters. So these were apparently discovered in the Walt Disney archives, these actual inter-office communication pieces of mail.
Of course.
And here is here's one of them. I don't know which order to read them in.
That was a great lead up, by the way.
Thanks. That's the best way I could describe it. Okay, so here's some fan mail. Someone asked questions about Donald Duck, and this is actual response from Walt Disney to that person for the fan mail. Signed, Walt Disney. Dear Sally, and this is on Walt Disney Productions letterhead too. It's real fancy and official.
Real official.
Dated March 23rd, 1937. Dear Sally, thank you for your kind words about our animated films, and it pleases me greatly to learn that Donald Duck is your favorite character. You may be interested to know that Donald lays several eggs each morning and consumes them for food. This being his only source of nourishment, Donald will never go hungry because he makes so many eggs. So there's that. And then here's another piece of mail that was found within the Walt Disney Archives, dated November 18th, 1941.
Jesus.
To all personnel in the IBT department from Walt. And the subject is departmental conduct. This is what the message says. Just wanted to clear up a small misconception I've been hearing from some of the staff that Daisy Duck is Donald's wife. Daisy has a bow on his head, but he is male just like Donald, not female. Donald is Daisy's father and laid his egg for food, but Daisy hatched immediately and escaped before Donald could eat him. Now Daisy is too big to fit in Donald's mouth, but Donald still wants to swallow him more than anything. Other than that, I'm very proud of the work everyone's doing. Keep it up. So it's like Walt Disney might be insane.
That's hilarious.
I like it because, like, if you've ever seen one of those documentaries about Walt Disney, they, like, describe him to be this absolute genius.
Like a
Yeah,
Jesus
super
figure.
nice
Yeah,
guy too, nice to everybody, stayed late,
But
took
also
care.
out of his mind. mind.
Yeah, he was probably
Right.
crazy.
Like I always talk about the documentary you showed me, Steve. Do you remember when he's explaining the Abraham Lincoln robot?
Yes.
And
Wait,
he's like,
he explains it?
Yeah, he explains it. And he's like, well, it's this new type of machinery that we're developing here at Disney. And he's like, he's out of his fucking
Yeah, it's called audio animatronics,
Yeah.
and it's like, yeah, it sounds insane.
when did he die? Do you know?
1960
Oh,
something?
shit.
Oh, the 60s?
I think it's
When was he frozen?
Oh no, you're right. It was like
said, was he frozen?
either
Yeah,
late
that's the rumor.
70s, early
Really?
80s.
Wait, you've never heard that? Wait, he's never heard the rumor about
Oh,
Walt Disney
yeah,
being
yeah.
frozen. He's cryogenically
Well,
I
frozen.
believe it.
Really?
It's
Until
actually
he can
not
be
true.
cured.
It's not
not
true.
true. It's not true. It's a rumor that goes around.
There was an urban legend that he was frozen underneath the Magic Kingdom at Disney.
Okay.
Oh, you're right, 1966.
Wait, the Magic
There you
Kingdom.
go.
Which one's that?
Well, the Magic Kingdom's the Magic
Disney
Kingdom's
World?
Disney World.
Okay, yeah.
He's under the castle. in
They're saying
Disneyland.
he's at Disneyland. Yes, they said it was a rumor. But
Is he
I've
buried
actually-
there? Or is that
No,
like a
he's
Mormon?
buried at the same cemetery that
Michael Jackson?
Michael Jackson.
What is that? Hollywood Forever or some shit?
Might be.
That's cool.
It's in Buena Park or something.
Okay,
Anyway,
no, it's not.
okay, and here's the final letter found at the Walt Disney Company, dated August 14th, 1962. Very close to his death, actually.
4 years prior.
This is
That's good math.
This was sent to the Honorable John F. Kennedy, President. This is to the President of the United States. Apparently, the President sent him a letter, and this is the return letter. Dear Mr. President, I'm very grateful to have a man in the White House that understands the importance of culture, who knows that stories and music are not just a trivial diversion, but a vital part of every nation.
Yeah.
In case you are unaware, Donald Duck lays an average clutch of 8 eggs each morning. Although this is just an average number, and sometimes he lays as few as 2 or as many as 15. There's no need to cook these eggs since they emerge piping hot and delicious. And Donald eats them shells and all. Donald's nephews, Huey, Dewey, and Louie, crave his eggs, and Donald is constantly on guard to make sure those little rapscallions don't steal his breakfast. They only succeed in stealing an egg from him once, and they enjoyed eating it immensely. Sincerely, Walt Disney.
So fucking weird.
That was to the president.
Does ClickHole make videos?
No, I
If-
wish.
They do.
ClickHole,
Wait,
if
they
you
do?
if you
no,
hear
yes.
Onion
this,
makes videos.
we want to. Oh, it's the Onion.
It's the Onion. Yeah.
owns
Oh shit, I didn't know
It's a
that.
part of the Onion, yeah.
We want to make videos with ClickHole.
Yeah.
You
Steve,
think
you
they
would be
talk about
fucking
us?
perfect over there.
Oh, man.
You've seen the movie reviews that they do for the
Yeah,
Onion,
it's
right?
so good.
Is that
The
the guy?
film standard, yeah, like
Yeah,
the,
that
and he
shit's
just sits on the side
hilarious,
of the yeah.
That's
My favorite was
fucking
when he was
hilarious.
talking about The Hobbit. He does like a Hobbit review, but then he goes into his own fantasy story he wrote, and he says that his is like better.
and more original and came out first.
It's-
It's the guy that's like extremely deadpan, right?
Yes.
Older
He's
older
so
gentleman.
good. Yeah, old, like in his like 40s, 50s, and he does one
funny.
for Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
Have you
the
seen
sequel
these?
prequel?
You haven't seen?
Oh, they're
God.
so good.
Oh, the movie reviews.
the movie reviews.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
they're so
Yeah.
good.
Where were-
ClickHole's great,
Where were
though.
you?
You were in a place.
Steve's in a place. That's
I was there when you guys were watching.
I mean-
you can't be wrapped up in a blanket
I mean,
and not be in
currently,
a place.
yeah, currently now you were in a place.
Oh yeah, I keep hearing about my place recently.
What do you mean?
I don't know why. I enjoy thinking a lot, and sometimes I'll get caught in thinking, and I'll be like looking at.
That's called daydreaming.
I love daydreaming. Especially when someone says something interesting to me, I can daydream on it for a while.
Do you
Yeah.
daydream, Steve?
Yeah.
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 Oh God, do you guys
you?
daydream? I do. I daydream. But do you ever?
Constantly.
Do you ever accidentally act out something that you're daydreaming?
All
'cause you
the
get like
time.
wrapped up in it. Like one
Wait, what do you
time,
mean?
I was like, like I was daydreaming something because I just recently watched like an action movie and there was like a sword fight in it, and I was like thinking about a sword fight, and then like I was making something in the kitchen, and all of a sudden I went like,
Oh no.
and I
Sam.
caught myself doing
Ooh,
it.
I've never done that.
Me neither.
Yes, you have. Yes,
No,
and
I have
people,
not. I have
people who are watching this or listening to this that somebody else has had to have done
I'm
it.
sure
What if we
it's
saw-
real, but I have not.
What if we
saw
saw
me-
Sam in the kitchen like this with his iPad, daydreaming? Whoops, I acted it out.
That would be more normal than him like throwing a sword around, I feel like.
All right, fuckers.
Did you? Were we all? We'll go around the table.
Okay.
We all.
We're talking about tummy aches here?
We're gonna talk about tummy aches. We moved in the same house. What, a year ago?
Almost.
9 months ago.
Almost.
6 months
Almost.
ago.
How many months? I can't do math. Is it
About
like,
72 months.
okay? So
You
72
never
months.
remember.
I can't
Were
wait
you
to move
scared
on.
at first? Did you
Scared?
for our friendships? Did you think that because I moved in with the best friend when I was younger and he punched me in the face. Now we're no longer friends.
Yikes.
So like, is that a fear
Have
of
you
yours?
talked to this friend since?
No, he had a kid and I moved on.
I moved on in friendship.
Where does he live now? Do you know?
Ukaipa. I'm
Bless
talking.
you.
I'm talking you, Jeff.
What a
I was
dick.
worried.
Were you scared?
I was scared.
I wasn't because the house was so big we were moving into.
It
I
is
knew
pretty
that there
big.
would be a way to kind of like isolate ourselves.
It's not that
If
big.
you needed to.
We're not talking mansion here.
Well, it's not a mansion, no, but it's pretty big.
Like if you walk 10 steps in any direction, I'm gonna run into one of you.
It's not a mansion, but it is a manor.
Yeah.
It's a manor.
a manner of speaking.
I mean, 12 bedrooms. It's, I guess that's pretty
Yeah.
big.
Do you think the house from the haunted
huge.
mansion
Yeah.
would be cool to live in?
Fuck yeah, dude! I always wanted one
Wait,
when I was a kid.
wait,
to live
with
there.
the ghosts and everything?
Hell no. Oh, you mean like that? Hell no.
Hell yeah.
That
Thank
shit's
you.
scary as
I
fuck.
want that.
Would you walk through the haunted mansion by
Yes.
yourself?
Yes.
All the
If you
things
had
on?
everything.
Yes.
Wait, the
Really?
ride?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would do that.
You would walk through it by yourself?
yeah.
I've always
That's a
wanted to
little
go
scary.
down
Yeah,
into
it's a
the
little scary.
ballroom too.
Okay,
man.
okay. What about
yeah.
if they added Universal Horror Nights where they scare you? Would you walk through that alone with the monsters in there?
Okay,
Not alone.
I don't think I could
like
do it alone.
that.
You can watch a
I got the
SourceFed
chills
nerd
already.
video where we did like Insidious thing and doing
Oh,
that by
yeah.
myself. I can do group things because it's easier. Kind of gets like you feel braver when you're with more people. When you're alone, you're.
And there's a
I
chance you
did
would
it for
push
the
them
video
into the monsters.
for sure.
Really?
I did it for the video.
But I mean, you'll go to Horror Nights, right?
Yeah, but I don't want to go. I wouldn't go alone.
Yeah, that's true. There's something different about going alone.
Like I went to the haunted hayride at Griffith Park this past weekend, and at one point they turn off all the lights. You're with like a small group, like 6 people maybe.
So like you get in the like a horse, like a couple horses and hay.
No, well, that's the hayride is like a separate part. Like they have like little mazes and a couple of like
okay.
little like attractions, and then they have the hayride. And the hayride is essentially like you sit in the back of this like massive thing that usually hauls hay, and it has like maybe about 2 feet, if that, of hay, or maybe like 3 inches or so.
So it's not done with horses attached to it.
No, it's pulled by a tractor,
Okay.
and
So it's a loud tractor. Like
sort of.
Is there a lot of good music going on?
It was cool. I liked it. But at one point when you were in one of the mazes, like I said, you're with like maybe 6 people. They turned off the lights completely. It was just pitch black dark. And I didn't like that very much. But at least I was with other people, so it was like okay. But if I was alone and it was pitch black in a strange place, nope.
That's
have a
when you and
question.
your lady. That's when you go with the lady and you do some stuff.
you kiss on
That's a
her.
good point.
Give her a good kiss on the.
Good
Mwah.
point.
No, kiss
Wait,
her point.
are you guys afraid of the dark? Are you like
No,
petrified?
not at all.
I don't like the
Yes.
dark.
Yes.
I don't. I'm not afraid of it,
Absolutely.
but I don't like it.
I dated somebody, and if we went in the dark, she kind of like would grab on real tight and wouldn't move. She wouldn't move anywhere. I would have to like kind of drag her until we could find a light switch and turn on. It was that
sounds
was
like
a
the kind-
downside.
I'm not that afraid, but like,
There's
can I
people that are
fall
afraid.
asleep in the dark? It's gonna take a while.
Really? But it's dark when you close your eyes. Like, what's the difference? You just know that the spooky
I
dinky
like-
shit can come out.
My
Look,
brain's too fucked
My
up.
Really?
brain's too fucked
Everybody
up too.
says that. It's just you got to tune. You got to relax.
Can't.
Yeah, I can't.
See, I like
either.
the dark because it is a little scary. That's fun for me.
Yeah, I don't-
I'm like, ooh, there can be a monster in there.
I'm better
There.
about it now, but there was a point in my life when I had to have some sort of light on.
Really?
Yeah,
Like a
even like a-
bathroom light or something?
Yeah, like a bathroom light
I
or a
used
hallway
to-
light or something.
I used to have to
Yeah.
fall asleep with TV going, but that
Same.
wasn't like a night thing. It
I
was
can-
a sound thing.
I can understand your room because you have like a bunch of toys and a bunch of eyeball toys looking at you, and that could be scary. Like with the lights
A
off.
bunch of eyeball toys.
Yeah.
You do have a bunch
That's
of eyeball
scary.
toys.
It's not
I
even
told-
that.
I
It's
told
just,
him about that. Yeah.
It's just my imagination is too
Watching too many damn movies.
Maybe.
And playing too many games.
too many games.
I know what I'm afraid of. I know exactly what I'm afraid of. And you know how like when you tell yourself not to think about something, you do think
yeah,
about it. I
100%.
always think about it, and I get
You
imaginative.
can't avoid that.
No, like in life, you can't say I'm not going to do something. You have to just do something in place of it.
What were we
Say-
talking about
yeah.
last night? Like
Bugs?
You can't. No, you can't. You can tell yourself on an action. You can deny yourself an action. You could say I will not do this anymore, but you can't deny yourself
Feeling.
a feeling.
Yeah, you definitely can.
No.
Yeah,
that's
some people
destructive.
aren't equipped.
You have to do something else
that,
instead.
yeah.
What would you do instead of being afraid of the dark for my friend who's afraid of the dark? That's not me.
Get a nightlight.
Jerome.
I
His name's
get a
Jerome.
tinier nightlight and like kind of like hide it or something.
Couldn't you put like a nightlight on a timer?
There you go. Put your TV on a timer. There you go.
It is.
I like to fall asleep with the TV on. And
Thank
a good
you.
back scratch from like a girlfriend. That's
Oh,
always great.
yeah.
That's heaven.
I like
having
falling
a-
asleep with a dog in my bed. Thank you, Steve.
I mean, that was
my
that's that's near.
I was just fixing it.
Steve can't relate to this conversation. He's never fallen asleep. He has to jump
I've never
out.
slept in my life.
He's feeling very uncomfortable.
I just wanted to fix your cable.
Oh, that's what you did. I thought you were doing a
No, I was
joke.
just fixing it.
Have you ever got a dick on Snapchat?
Yes.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Have
Yes.
you, Will?
No, for some reason.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't want any. Don't send them.
I wouldn't have brought it up.
I mean, if you do,
I
Well, now
wouldn't
you're
have brought it up.
I'm gonna
I don't
screenshot it if you do, and then I'm gonna post it on Twitter.
I don't want it. I don't want
want
But
it.
you
either.
two have?
There's
Yes,
this,
I have.
Were they
Yeah.
weird looking?
I mean, they were dicks for sure.
But sometimes there's weird dicks.
Dicks are the worst thing in the world.
They are.
Like you would never be happy to see a dick.
Balls
They're definitely
are
not the worst.
Balls are worse.
What's the worst?
The worst thing in
What's
the
the
world.
thing between? Is the taint the gooch?
I say gooch.
The taint.
Gooch? Yeah, that's not a great place either.
I mean, necessarily. First off, okay. What if we have Martin Luther King on this podcast? What if he didn't die and he was on here and we had this conversation?
He would be upset.
He'd go, no, I haven't seen.
This would be a waste of his time.
And he'd be like, "This is what I worked for. This is what I work." He would grab me by the head. He'd pull me out.
Yeah.
No, Martin, Dr. King.
Would you dare to have a conversation like that with him?
I would never. If he was
Really?
like,
No one should. No one.
Okay, here's something worse than like a dick. Like so let's say if it was between seeing this in person.
What are we talking, dicks?
Yeah. So it's like I'm gonna present to you two things to see in person.
Okay.
Or how about this? Let's simplify it. Two things to see on Snapchat.
Okay.
Okay. Either a straight up erect penis. Okay.
Is this video or photo?
Just a photo.
okay.
Or a photo of the beginnings of someone's butthole pushing poop out.
Oh God.
I don't like that. It's in my head now.
that might be funny though. Oh no, it's
No.
not.
No.
It wouldn't have been funny.
It's funny, but it's gross.
No, it's so gross. I hate everything. Like
The butthole's grosser than the dick.
I'm so glad we don't do Reddit 50-50 anymore because I hate gross shit.
I don't
hate-
like it either. I don't
hate
like
gross
it.
shit and scary shit.
I
People
think
love
that
our
we need to-
reactions.
okay, so we need to admit this
Butthole.
because you guys, like, there's a lot of viewers of SourceFed that and
Love
SourceFed
it.
Nerd who really liked it when we would do the 50-50 challenge, which was two of us would sit at a laptop, and we would go to Reddit/r/5050, which is essentially a subreddit on Reddit where it'll say, the link will say something like, you will either see a cute kitty or a child exploding in a car fire.
That's just not cool. That's too
So,
fucking
it's
morbid.
too much. And then
But I
people
mean,
are
not
like,
all
oh,
of them were like that. Some of them were like someone's infected leg or a
Ronda
swimsuit
Rousey.
model. Yeah, or Ronda Rousey. or
beating up a
something.
guy.
Right. So like it was fun to watch us watch that because our reactions were so grand and they were real. We didn't want to see gross
Oh
shit.
no, those are
Oh, we'll do
genuine
it again.
reactions.
It's gonna happen again.
But the thing is like there were some people here, and I won't say names. There were some people here that were,
Say
first
names,
of all,
please.
uncomfortable with even the idea of playing that.
Oh really? I didn't know that.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
several. And
I remember those days.
there were some of us who, when we were done, I will include myself in this category. There were some people that when they were done were like, I never want to do that again.
Yep.
And I feel like it got to a point where I personally was like, this is really fucked up. I don't want to see someone on fire until they die.
Oh, I saw that kind of shit. You know, I don't even
Yeah.
care about the butthole shit, but like the people dead.
I'm getting like the
wow.
flashbacks of like all the horrible. I can't remember the good things we
we saw some really fucked up
There was
shit.
one
I'm getting
where
the
it was
flashback
like
on Hulu.
Someone, it was like dash cam footage, and they hit a deer, and the deer didn't just hit the car and fly off. The deer exploded, like when they hit it, because they're going so fast.
I can see a deer.
Don't they always do like the bait and switch too? Because it's like either hot girl in
Yes.
bikini or like person being ran over.
I like it when they make
Yes.
them
Fuck
similar. Then it's like hot girl in the swimming pool or dead people in a swimming pool.
Well, here's the other thing,
I like it
though.
when they make them relate.
There are some that are true 50-50, which is actually
It's like a link.
it's a link
generator. or
generator.
whatever,
Yeah, so it's like
the true
if
ones.
there's one before it that's like cute bunny or infected leg, whatever you click on, no matter what, if you come back to it, if it's the infected leg, it'll still be the infected leg when you click on it.
I'm confused.
So it's like it'll either be a cute bunny or an infected leg,
Got that.
right? And you click it, and it's an infected leg. So you're like, okay, so there never was a cute bunny.
There's
it was
some of
always
them-
going to be an infected leg.
There's some of them where it actually is both and depends on like
so it's random.
Yeah,
It's
it's
random.
randomized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
And again, guys, we're not saying to go to this. Please don't go.
Yeah, no,
you're
and
not
in
gonna have a
fact,
good
Just
time.
watch our videos on it, okay?
And it's actually harder to find than you think it is. I remember when we were first looking for it, we were like r/5050. Do you spell
it's-
it out?
it's
Do you
spelled
put
weird or some shit?
It's spelled differently and on purpose because it's not necessarily the most wholesome.
You don't need.
It's
you don't
not
need
a
to go.
great time.
No,
I would
it's
say.
not.
I don't enjoy it.
If you guys want to hear about a good time, you guys want to hear the story I told you guys last night
Yes.
about Kumail on the show.
Should you tell the first part of the story?
Oh,
too?
Kumail! Yeah,
we,
yeah,
King
okay, I
Batch. It was at
Oh,
the
I love
Streamies,
that.
And
This is great.
Will, what led up to it?
Okay, so King Batch
mean
just
King
won.
Bach?
King
Bing
Bach,
Bach.
according to the one who announced, King Batch won the Entertainer of the Year award. That was the last award given out, I think, and he gave
job,
a speech.
King Batch.
It was
Good
cool.
job.
Good for him. He totally deserves it for sure. And then he got off the stage, like, the streamies are over. Everybody danced, then everybody left. And then Sam and I are walking out. Sam and I are talking, and I see that one hot Asian girl from Vine. Oops, didn't mean to say all that shit, but I did. And then I saw him, and then Sam was
That
like,
really narrows it down.
but the one, you know which one I'm talking about. And then
She knows.
And then we see King Batch, and then Sam was like, "Oh, I'll go say congratulations to him." And then Sam taps him on the back, and I don't think he felt it, and he just kept walking.
Everyone's walking the same way.
And like Sam's full arm extended, like it was just so.
So
funny.
I just wanted to like tap him on the back, like, hey man, congratulations, really like
But it
your
was
work.
so
That's all I
crowded.
wanted to say.
Well, it was so crowded, I don't think he felt it.
I didn't really get to his back.
Kinda
I kind of
missed.
mainly just
it was
ran my
it was
fingers
a
down his
brush.
back.
it wasn't
Yeah,
enough.
he
It
scammed
wasn't
him.
enough.
And that wasn't enough for him to turn around. And then at Fantastic Fest, you witnessed
I
this.
was there for this,
You,
yeah.
the Kumail Nanjiani, he's on Silicon Valley. He's a stand-up comedian.
Great.
He's
really
hilarious.
funny.
Listen to his half hour.
Good
he
Twitter, right?
A good
Good Twitter.
Good
yeah.
Twitter.
He was there just hanging out at Fantastic Fest. I don't think he had a movie or anything. And at Fantastic Fest, we were at the Alamo Draft House. There's a restaurant and a movie theater, and it's connected by this little hallway. I held the door open for him to go through, and he gave me a nod.
Like
and
a
I
gentleman.
As a gentleman. And I wanted to put my hand on his shoulder and be like, hey, man, really love your work. Same shit. I was going to say to King Batch. Completely missed his back because he was moving so fast, and he didn't hear anything. And I looked across to you, and you were just doing
I was
this
like,
stupid
yep.
grin.
Did you see the whole thing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Why it sucks is because Sam, sadly, you're gonna be one of those people because you just don't know how to put your arm.
Yeah, is there something wrong with your depth perception?
A little.
It might be
A little.
I can't
I'm
wait till you
being
punch
honest.
somebody on
I
accident.
think I know. The next time you do it,
I'm
you're
gonna
gonna
do
say,
it
"Hey, ma'am, hey,
grab this bottle in the middle of the table.
Okay,
sir.
ready?
Sam, if you
Oh, there it is.
That's how I get
ever
Kumail.
seeing you push down Oprah Winfrey might make me die.
Yeah, that'd be
I
great.
might die after seeing that.
But I had a similar experience with Doug Benson. Do you remember that?
At Fantastic
At
Fest?
Fantastic Fest,
Oh,
yeah.
no.
That was that made me feel so much
Even
better about
you,
myself.
Steve?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Even
Okay,
you?
to be
'cause,
fair, Doug Benson's high out of his mind
Yeah.
all the time.
Always.
That's
He
doesn't know
common
where
knowledge.
he's
getting
at.
high with Doug.
Yeah.
Getting Doug with high.
Getting Doug with high.
We sat next to him during The Witch. Sorry.
We sure did. But he was there amongst some other celebrities who were there the entire time, and it was cool. And it was just cool to see them. And in fact, the first
He's 51.
Doug Benson.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
Wow, he doesn't look 51. Good for him.
Damn. Give my parents that shit because they looking
Holy
old
shit,
recently.
he is 51. What
So
the fuck?
anyway, so we saw him like multiple times, and this might have been like the second day, and we had seen him a couple of times. So none of us were like itching to go say hi to him or whatever. Every once in a while, Amanda would be like, "You should just say hi to him. He's a nice guy. He's always here or whatever."
Right.
And so he
Were
was.
you nervous?
No, I wasn't nervous.
No,
I just
not
didn't.
at all.
I just didn't want to bother him, you know. And so this was the opportunity because he was coming in our direction, and we were standing on the corner waiting for our Uber, and there was like 5 or 6 of us, and he comes walking, and he's definitely gonna walk past us. So I was like, oh, here's our opportunity. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm just gonna say, what's up, Doug Benson? So he's like about where you are, Darren, and I go, yo,
And I'm walking towards you.
yeah. And you're walking that way.
Okay.
And I'm like, hey, yo, Doug Benson, what's up, man? I put my hand up like this, and he doesn't look.
Oh no.
And then I have my hand up, and you're in that place where you're like, shit, this is already fucked. And then I was like, and then I turn it into a fist and go like, yeah, Doug Benson. And he turns around and he gives me one of these.
And then at least he acknowledged you. At least he acknowledged you. At least he
At
acknowledged
least
you.
he acknowledged you.
That's always the worst when you go for like a handshake or a high
Yeah.
five and they don't see and they
Yeah.
walk away. You feel so
Well, it's a pro
stupid.
move to turn it into a yeah.
That's so
How often do you do this
embarrassing.
thing? Doug
You
Benson!
can't.
Because it's
You
like,
don't do
yo,
that,
Doug
no.
Benson. All right.
Yeah.
It's like that.
I think the best move is always to just own up to it and just be like, all right, cool, left me hanging. Because
Yeah.
then it just like no one can
Well,
make you already
everybody
made fun of
saw.
yourself.
Our
And
whole
it
group
happens
saw
to
it.
everybody.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you make fun of yourself before they can, then like
That's true,
what
that's true.
I think your mom said that or some shit.
Oh yeah, my mom told. No. You're thinking about how I became a comedian. My mom told me the kids used to make fun of me a lot for being short or whatever the fucking they used to call me gay or whatever. My mom was like, "You need to make fun of them before they make fun of you." And I did the opposite and made fun of me way better than they could ever make fun of me.
I
'cause
mean, it works
knew
the same
shit.
way.
That's
Yeah,
the old
the same
like
way.
that's like after school special. They always taught you that.
And
Like,
also,
make
I
fun of
f-
yourself first.
No, I never
in
saw
a
that
positive way. They're like, yeah, just be light and have fun.
Well, I also think making fun of yourself yourself is better than making fun of them first. Because if you make fun of yourself, then it gives them there's no power for them to make fun of you.
It's like, yeah, I know.
I don't remember kids being self-deprecating in school. I don't think that was a thing.
I was pretty self-deprecating.
I was doing that.
Yes.
I was not secure enough to be doing that to myself.
Like when I would stand next to, when I was like 14, 15, I would stand next to someone who was being invited to a party, and I definitely was not going to be invited.
Oh, I hated that
I
feeling,
would be
man.
like,
I've been there.
I would go like, oh yeah, you don't want to invite this guy to the party because this is not a fun man right here. Like, this is not a fun
Did I get
kid.
you an invite ever?
Definitely not. Yeah, no.
Were any of you popular? I know you weren't.
I wasn't.
Were you?
I wasn't popular until
You
high
were
school.
well liked by everybody.
And then I was only okay. So I was really good at fooling people into like laughing instead of treating me like shit. So
That's sad.
So like all the cliques, the cliques that I got along with the best were the goths and the drama kids.
Okay.
Oh,
you were
my
like
God.
a Hot Topic kid, huh?
I mean, sort of.
So was I.
I had good times with the drama kids.
I was
The
a
girl that I
scene
was saying
kid.
that had clammy hands, she was a drama kid.
Hell yeah.
I was basically, I gravitated towards the drama kids. That's
Yeah.
where I would hang out. And the drama kids just so happened to hang out with the goths and the punks.
So
and
were the drama
nerds.
kids, not to interrupt, but were the drama kids the weirdest kids at your
Yes.
school as well?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So I'm not alone.
There was this one drama kid though who was a bit much at the time. I remember.
Really?
I remember all the kids didn't like him, and I was like, whatever.
sarcasm?
I
I always remember.
Yeah.
Trying to
He was
think
a
of
bit
what
much.
a bit much
He
means.
was a real. I mean, this was back in like 2007. I was always cool with him until one day he picked up a bunch of dry leaves, threw them at me, and said, "I gave you AIDS."
Holy
I was like-
shit.
What the fuck?
I think that kid needs help.
Yeah, I was like,
Was that
All
kid a
right, can I
bully?
tell you guys a
No,
little
he was
dark
just weird.
secret
Please
of my
do.
old high school days?
You gave him.
Yikes.
Please do that on a podcast.
This is something I have not told anyone.
Oh man.
really?
Yeah.
Are you sure it's good to say?
Probably not, but I'm
Let's
just
get
going to say it
warmed up
anyway.
first.
Let's get warmed up by this fire I'm about to light.
Ooh, my hands.
So
Anybody got a tummy ache?
it was after my first menage a trois.
All right, so one of my very close friends, who I will call Jim, that was not his real
Because
name.
his name is.
Definitely not. That was not his name. We would hang out, but with the drama kids, and the drama kids would hang out by these kind of like mobile
Portable.
classroom, like these
yeah,
portable
yeah, yeah.
portable
Yeah, they're called
classrooms.
portables, yeah.
Yeah.
And in the portable
We had those.
classrooms is where they would put the special ed kids.
Mm-hmm.
Now, not the special ed that you guys are thinking. Because
What does that mean?
Because we also had a section for the severely handicapped kids.
And you're talking. There's a type of special ed which means that you have difficulties learning.
Yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So
A little slower.
yeah, a little slower, or actually they would just throw you in there because they didn't know where else
Yeah,
to
or
put
sometimes
you. You were
just bad
disruptive
kids.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bad
you were
kids,
a bad kid. So we would hang out by those, and there were my friend. Did I call him Jim? My friend Jim.
Let's say Joe.
Let's say Joe now. My friend Joe. Now they're just gonna picture Joe Barrett. My friend Joe would go to some of the in between severely handicapped and special ed kids,
Oh no.
and he would gather them,
Oh no.
and he would have a race.
Oh no.
That's actually worse than what I was thinking.
He would have a
race.
He would have a race.
He would race them.
He
or-
would give them money,
Oh no.
and then he would place bets on the running from point A to point B.
Is Joe you?
He is now
Definitely not. No.
He is now in charge of a Fortune 500 company.
He is
He's an
now
NFL
declaring
star.
bankruptcy from American Apparel.
How much? What was he giving them? Like $1?
No, he would give them $5 a piece,
That's pretty good.
and then he would give them a portion of the bets.
Oh,
no.
I'll tell you. So he's not. He's like what's that movie? Hustle. So, no. I saw this play once where this guy talks about he's a one man show and I loved it. He talks about how his dad's a pimp and he's like, but my dad used to share the money with the prostitute. Your dad still is a woman beating pimp.
Yeah, that's still a pimp.
You're
Yeah.
still racing people.
Wait, so
like
why-
just because you
So-
share the money.
Why is this a dark secret?
There are parts of it that you could
Why?
consider.
I feel like there's more.
Okay,
to
but,
it.
well, there's parts. No. There's parts of it you can consider that are kind of fucked up because you're taking advantage of someone, and you're laughing about it, and you're turning it
Oh,
into.
so you were like on the sidelines.
Well, I mean, everyone was on the sidelines.
Everyone was on the side.
A lot of people showed up. I thought this was just like you two and them.
No.
Steve's talking about him and 2 other kids.
Oh no, it definitely wasn't. So like, I can say with absolute confidence, I was not a part of that. It was just my friend who was very fucked up, and that was something he did.
I've had a couple
Why
of
do
those.
you think he did that? Bored.
Because he's one of those. He thought, you know what, man? Because he's my friend that I was telling you was an aspiring comedian.
That same guy?
Yeah.
Oh,
You told us a funny joke from his the other day.
Oh yeah, no, he ended up being a very funny person and still is, but it's just,
You think that story's in his set? That he did that?
I sure hope so. No, I mean, yeah, it's fucked up. It's fucked up, but again, it's like, on the other hand, they would get money for doing it, and no one was getting hurt. No one was actually getting
having
hurt.
races.
There's I feel like
man. Did they ever get in trouble?
Nothing good.
Did he
No,
ever
it was never found out in an official capacity.
Have any of you ever been like suspended or expelled?
I was too scared
Too scared of what?
to do anything.
Oh, really?
Ever. Yeah, my childhood was exciting.
I got sent home right around the Columbine.
You made a joke?
No, I didn't make a joke, but before the Columbine shit happened, I would sometimes wear a trench coat.
Okay.
And the reason why I would is because I liked Jay and Silent Bob,
Kevin
and I liked
Smith.
Kevin Smith, and Kevin Smith wore a trench coat, and I liked kind of the Silent Bob character. And so I was like, I'm gonna get a fucking trench coat. I'm gonna wear a trench coat. So I wore a trench coat for a while, and then the Columbine thing happened, and then there was like a school-wide ban on trench coats.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, because it was like
They're called the Trench Coat Mafia or something like that?
something like that. I don't know, but if you wore a trench coat, you were affiliated with it, and you thought it, and you were like trying to take a stand that it was like a good idea or something. And so they called every kid with a trench coat, which was like all 6 of us in the fucking high school, into the office, and we were told to either take our trench coats off or we would be excused from school. And so all the guys were like, "Come on, man, let's stick together and just fucking say fuck school. Like,
For
let's
a
get out of
fucking
here."
jacket.
For a jacket.
And so I was like, "All right, fine, I'll just go with you guys."
Dude, I want to talk
Oh,
to
you
that.
got sent home?
Yeah.
Wow.
I would have never. I hate when like other people are like, "Hey, join us on this rebellion." No, I'm gonna snitch on you. I swear to God, I'll snitch.
I mean, look, on the one hand, it was like, you couldn't help but be like, look, I'm not going to shoot people just because I'm wearing a fucking trench coat. So on the one hand, it's like, no, you're not going to make me take this off because you think I'm going to kill somebody or
so
something.
you want my dad to ground me and start yelling at my
Well,
mom because
I
you want to
actually-
wear your jacket?
When I went home and talked to my mom about it, she was like, I understand, just don't wear the trench coat.
I mean, it's similar. Like even bars in LA, there's signs that say you can't wear like jerseys or anything sports
Yeah, or
related.
baseball caps.
Yeah, because it's
Like, I
gang
remember-
related, I guess.
Yeah.
What?
In
Yeah.
fact,
A lot
where
of
I'm
bars.
from, yeah.
Yeah.
so I went to...
Cannot wear.
Yeah, it's weird.
you
Yeah.
can't wear too much of a color too. Where I'm from.
Yep. In
There's
fact,
a bar
I'm
that told me to
learning.
take off my hood.
You
I was
know,
wearing my hat backwards, and they said they didn't allow that. It's
Same.
weird.
So you know that Davy Wayne's
Yeah.
place? I went there once with my hat that says stop on it. It's not a gang affiliated thing.
Right.
And before I went in, they were like, "You're gonna have to take that hat off."
Yeah.
I was like, "What?"
Yeah, that's weird.
Why? That's,
It's just it was
did they give you an
policy, man.
answer?
Some of them have like, well, you have to be. This is a fancier place. You have to.
Well,
can't
Davy
wear
Wayne's
hats.
definitely is not like a class.
Do you remember when we went to that bar that's like underground?
Yeah.
Yes, we
Who was
went.
with us?
I was there, I think.
Sam. It was some.
It felt like
female-
a speakeasy.
We always go to that
Yeah.
bar because we can't get into the other bar
Yeah.
because we have too
Yeah.
many dudes with us.
Is that the one that has a bed and you go under the bed?
That's the one that we want to go in.
Oh.
But we
There's
always
one-
get rejected.
I never. We
We almost got in.
We need more girls in our friend group.
My favorite was when we were.
Daddy?
I forgot whose birthday it was, but we were in Hollywood.
My birthday.
Oh yeah.
And we were with Bowman.
No, my birthday.
And there was like a big group of people. I remember like all of a sudden these like
I'm gonna tell a story for real because I don't give a
like
fuck.
Tell
a,
it,
like
tell
a
it, go
busload
ahead.
of people.
Okay.
Are you gonna
so-
keep the names in?
I'm not gonna say the names, but it was us and our friends, and we are
our close friends.
Wait, so it's like us at the
okay.
table. Who else?
we
Bowman.
are okay.
Well, at first it was us.
All right.
I'm probably at the time I was very. Like this, and very nerdy, and like I still am very nerdy, but like
We're
I
talking
didn't-
October last year.
yeah, and we were like,
It actually was.
and
Or no.
everybody,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, my
his
birthday's in
birthday.
October.
and everybody was like, we got to go to
I
this.
know my birthday.
everybody was like, we gotta go to this. Is it a bar or a club? I still don't know.
It's
like
a
bar slash
both.
club. And then I was like, oh shit. They'll be like, oh, you gotta look cool. We gotta look good. We gotta walk in there. We gotta be confident. I was like, oh shit. I'm gonna one that's gonna fuck it up.
Well,
for
and
us.
Bowman was like, I've got a friend. Don't worry, we can get in.
And
We're good.
Cool.
We're good.
Yeah,
We were
and
so
then
good.
Somebody in our group who invited like 4 other dudes.
Well, first of all, hold on. You're not telling the whole story. First of all, there was a early pre-birthday thing at a dinner place or like at a bar.
It was an arcade.
Is that Dave and Buster's?
Yeah?
Yeah,
It was
Dave
Dave
and
and
Buster's.
Buster's.
Okay, so we all met up there, and then we were like, come to Dave and Buster's, and
Have
we'll
a good
celebrate
time.
Darren's party, have a great time. People started to fizzle, and, people were leaving. We were there for a couple hours. And then it came down to a small group with Bowman, who was like, all right, now let's go to this club. But then, like, someone else, like, came over and was like, oh, can we come too? And we're like, sure, yeah. And then all of a sudden, it was like, oh, and also, by the way, here's 6 of the whitest, nerdiest people ever you've never met in your life.
And we have nothing
They're all
against
wearing
those people.
Napoleon Dynamite.
They're all wearing T-Fury shirts that are like that have been washed too
T-Fury.
many times with holes in
You
them.
can't watch them too many times.
And look, I fucking wear stupid T-shirts all the time,
But we were
But
going to a club.
yeah, there's a thing with clubs in LA, probably Vegas and everywhere, every
Yeah.
big city. If you have more guys than girls, you're not getting
You're not
in.
getting in.
Good
Right.
luck.
You better have a
but these
lot
guys,
of money.
but also it was like these guys came straight from D&D campaign, like you know what I mean. But I know those types of people because I'm those types of people, and I know when not to do something and when to be like, okay, let's go get Hot Pockets and watch Futurama. Like I know.
That sounds horrible.
I mean, I know, but it's like sometimes there's a time and a place for that. But it was your birthday, and we were kind of looking a little nicer, and we were like, okay, we were preparing for a
So,
Hollywood club crawl.
At the time, I really wasn't into like going to bars
Same.
or anything.
Neither was I, but I just
I
liked
don't
hanging
mind
out.
it now, but like, what is the name of that place? I've tried to go in there
What?
too many times.
no vacancy.
no vacancy.
vacancy.
I
No
fucking
vacancy.
love that bar.
Yeah, I've never been.
So,
but
and
we've
this is all I ever hear.
We,
Like,
we've
I love
tried
this bar.
4 times, I think.
never
Well, okay,
know.
okay. So,
It better be
so
fucking
Steve, you'll
cool
like
in
the
there.
bar.
this story's not done yet. though. So we go with our fucking 35 people. We have our fucking
Bastards.
Fellowship of the Ring following us.
Walking down Hollywood Boulevard.
And literally,
Fellowship of the
There
Ring.
were too many people.
there was way too many people, and Bowman's up front with us.
You
and
don't
he's-
even know Darren.
No, no.
What are those
Totally
dudes'
not.
names?
Yeah,
Have
the
you
dudes
seen
in the
them,
back
sir?
don't know
In
who they
fact, none of us knew them.
Yeah.
There were 6 guys that we had never seen in our
are.
life.
Additional guys.
Yeah.
It's additional.
Additional motherfuckers.
So Bowman's up front, keeping his voice down, going like, guys, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get us all in, man. And I'm thinking like, oh fuck, it's one of these situations, and this happens all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Like when you go to Comic-Con or when you go to VidCon
Too
or
many
even when
people.
you're in Hollywood. And you're wanting to do a pub crawl or something. Sometimes you want to get into a nice club. You can't have too many people.
Yeah.
It sucks.
And there's nothing wrong with being nerdy. We are some
No, I
nerdy
love it.
motherfuckers.
I
We're some
love
nerdy
it.
motherfuckers.
Yes.
But don't show up extra nerdy to someone else's birthday party.
Right.
If you're invited to go out to someone's birthday party, throw on
But it's like you
nicer
fit-
jeans.
Yeah.
at least.
A damn polo at
But
least.
also, if you're going to Dave and Buster's, go ahead and wear your T Fury shirt from when T Fury just started. Like that's fine, because you're gonna fit right in, and I will appreciate you, and I will comment on your obscure reference shirt, and everything will be fine. But if you want to go to a nice club where there's actually like a dress code,
which we prepared
which is
for.
where we were going,
And you're gonna bring 5 other dudes with you.
So anyway, we get there, and Bowman goes up to his like friend who's got a fucking hipster beard and sleeve tattoos, and he's just like one of those guys.
Good looking dude, but too short.
Great looking dude, too
We
short.
almost got in until you said that shit.
Anyway, so Bowman's like, hey man, what's up? And he's like, oh, Bowman, what's up? So I'm like, great, it's a connection, we're in. And Bowman's like, look, man, I've got like
9
8
dudes.
people, 8 or 9
Plus
people.
6 other people.
And he's like, oh man, are you serious? Like, hold on. And he's like, he goes to his like little walkie-talkie thing, and he's like, I got 9, man. Is that like, like is that gonna happen? And like everyone, we're all looking back like this is it. This
We're
is
looking back at
Darren's
a marching
birthday.
band worth of people.
Yeah, and Darren's birthday is gonna end with somebody's fucking feelings hurt, and like people are gonna go off and talk shit, and it's gonna be a fucking nightmare. Darren's gonna be upset. Everybody's gonna be upset, and And so I'm like, this is it. And we've got like fucking goofy smiling bastards in the back going like, can't wait to get in to the club. And so we're
Goofy smiling
and so finally the guy with the hipster beard is like, listen, man, I'm sorry. Like, I can't do it. It's like we're at capacity. There's way too many people in there, man. I'm so sorry. You want to bring it down to like 4? You want to bring it down to 3? I can get you in right now. And Bowman's like looking over at us, and there's all these eyes looking at Bowman like, I'm in, right? I'm in, right? And Bowman's just like, you know what, man? Fuck it. Forget it. We'll just get out of here. And
Then Bowman kind of makes a scene.
well, Bowman started.
he
like,
say?
This was my favorite thing.
I don't remember
Bowman
this part.
started making a scene and being an asshole to the people that followed us. And he's like, well, guess we're not getting in the club. Some kids didn't get their permission slip signed on a field trip. and he's like, back in the bus, kids.
He was mad.
I mean, he was
He was
pissed.
mad.
And he was zeroing in on the 6 strangers that were like definitely.
And I don't think they got it. They didn't
totally
understand.
didn't get
Because then
it.
we went to a different bar. They just followed and just didn't
Well,
say
and
anything.
our mutual friend who decided to bring the 19 goofy people was like pissed off. Like, come on, man, what the fuck? And it was
Yeah.
like, come on. We were like,
It's a birthday.
It's a birthday. It's about the birthday boy.
Yeah.
And then it ended up just being this whole awkward situation. And look, I know some of you are listening to
shit since.
we haven't.
we haven't. It was done. after
We gave up.
But also, some of you are thinking like, well, you guys also could have said like, can we just keep this to a small party? And yeah, we could have, but it was funnier to see Bowman freak the fuck out.
Yeah.
Do you remember when you and I and Sam, us 3 tried to go there after? That was after that, huh?
Yeah.
We tried a couple times.
We tried to go.
We've tried a couple times. Let's be honest.
Yeah, we
Do
tried
you
a couple
remember we
times.
Those
came in
girls?
there? Yeah. We were
Those
talking
girls
to
in the
some
front.
girls,
Yeah.
They were like, what? You didn't bring the cast of The Big Bang Theory with you this time?
We're never gonna get in unless we. I've been there before. I've been there like twice.
How
I've
did
been
you get
here.
in? Was it just you and a girl?
No, I went with Bowman and like some of the people that were at the on my birthday thing, and we fucking danced for hours. It was so much fun. Steve, you will love it because it's kind of like Disneyland.
I'm in.
You'll
That's
love
a
it.
great
I love
pitch
theme
for a
shit.
My
bar.
birthday-
Well,
It's
I like
coming up.
Davy Wayne's too. Davy Wayne's is awesome.
I've never actually.
Where
That's the one
is-
with the refrigerator.
Yeah, you
I've
go
never
into the
been.
refrigerator.
Oh, is there like a long line?
refrigerator?
Sometimes, yeah. But you
All
know
right,
what's
look.
cool about Davy Wayne's is it's a recreation of the owner's parents' old house
Oh, that's
inside.
cool.
Oh,
So it's like a
really?
living room with all this 70s shit, and then there's like a backyard with AstroTurf, and like they sell like delicious like little sliders.
Why is that the name?
Because I think the guy's name was like
Oh, really?
David Wayne or something.
All right, so my birthday is coming up this month, the 21st.
So we're gonna recreate
Let's try to
that
do it again.
birthday.
Specific.
We'll know who not to invite,
Yes,
And we'll-
specifically.
we'll try it again.
and I'll make sure
Although,
I invite them when
I was
you
gonna
don't know.
say, let's go to Dave & Buster's, invite the same people, and see what happens.
Let's just make sure we have double the amount of girls so we can get in. They can get us in because it's a fun place.
Yeah, but where are we gonna find girls? Darren?
We got what, 2?
We got two
right
for
now.
sure.
I was talking to Darren about this.
I might have one.
I've been
Okay,
working
3.
at SourceFed like since I was like what 19, 20 or something shit like that. You and me both.
Yeah.
The most beautiful women I have ever met have walked through this building. It has to have fucked me up in my brain.
Yeah, it kinda
And Sam
does.
too.
There's some lookers
I've
that
been
come
working
through this building.
around fucking Trisha Hirschberger and shit.
Well, you know, I always talk about this. I talk about this sometimes about how, like, you know, they watch our show and they're like, oh my God, like Lee Noonan is the most beautiful woman ever. Trisha's so beautiful, Meg's so beautiful, Maud's beautiful. And it's like the reason why
Darren's beautiful.
is because there is a application process, an audition process where we see hundreds of girls and guys and of all types, and they're chosen out of that group of people, and it's usually the most exceptional, either good looks or talent or whatever.
Well, usually a combation of
Yeah.
both.
And
that's what
you
you
hope
want.
for a combination.
Why
of
the
both, yeah.
fuck did they hire me though? That's
Because
my
they hired you
question.
for something else.
I was for something else.
What is that thing, Steve?
How did I slip through the cracks?
Damn.
Guys, thank you so much for listening to our awesome podcast. Getting
Oh,
crazy. This
man.
was the roommate podcast.
Hey.
We didn't really set it up that way.
No,
but I'm sure it's
they
known.
figured it out.
This was fun. I enjoyed this. This was a swell
We'll
time.
have a part 2 in like 7 months.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But guys, it would be really cool if you went to our iTunes page, wrote a review, gave us a little review there. You can put down 5 stars or whatever you want down there. It would be really nice.
Write the
down
word
5
bugs.
Write bugs.
Write the word bugs. Write the word tummy ache.
Make a sentence up
What are we
saying that you like
talking,
the
tummy
episode
aches?
because
We
of
talking
bugs.
tummies.
Also, we're on SoundCloud as well.
Talking
If you don't like
teens?
using that dirty iTunes because you're not one of those peoples, and you can use the SoundCloud instead. Or you can watch us in the flesh on SourceFed,
Oh.
SourceFed Nerd, and People Be Like.
YouTube.com/
All
people
that
be like,
stuff.
Oh, you want to go see Darren? Go check him out on YouTube.com/ Darren Von Gertner. You got a SoundCloud link?
That's right.
Hell yeah.
You put shit on there?
Yeah, just search Darren Von Gertner on Google. You'll find some stuff.
Just search
You
it.
dummies, search
yeah,
it.
I released a music video that Will directed. Check it out.
Sam, what do you have that's coming out soon?
Oh, Sam has a thing.
Oh my God, I got the best Q&A show you're gonna ever
I can't
see.
wait.
Can you
It's
talk
an
about
advice-
it yet? Or
Give him a little sneak.
Okay.
A tiny sneak, one
Give
might
him
say.
the
A tiny
smallest
sneak? I'll
sneak.
give you just the title. Sam's Tiny Place.
2016.
Also, Will and I have a podcast. It's called She Didn't Text Back, where we talk about crazy bullshit.
And I'm about to go do that again tonight. Can't wait to have a conversation with you. That's why I've been kind of chill. This one I was like, okay, I
You
still
wanna
have
save
to
all your
film.
good stuff.
I
Yeah.
have to film People Be Like, and then I also have to do a podcast tonight and I have
Yeah.
to decide whether or not I'm going to go do stand up
People
before
don't
New York.
realize that
Like,
we have a lot of shows where we just shoot the shit, and it's hard to keep it all super entertaining.
Yeah. I know. I've had like people have
Take the
tweeted me
fucking
like
blanket off.
people tweeted me like, oh, you talked about this already. Do you know how much I am recorded? My whole life is on camera.
I'm gonna do a table
there's
talk
no
after
t- there's
this,
no
and I'm
t-
probably gonna say the same
Yeah.
shit I just
Yeah.
said.
Oh, really?
And,
Yeah.
and there's no tiny violin playing for us because it's not
No.
anything that we should be like getting sympathy for. But just realize.
When you work at Subway and you come home like, oh, I'm tired. Everybody feels bad for you. When you come home from yelling at the camera, no one feels bad.
Well, the thing is like, yeah, it's a lot of work, understood, but we're not complaining about it. It's just that understand we're gonna repeat some shit sometimes because there's a lot of
You
shows. where
run
we shoot
out
the
of
shit.
things to say.
Anyway, guys, thank you for listening. Please join us for another podcast sometime down the road with a whole slew of other people. Probably none of these motherfuckers, or maybe a little mishmash of all of them. Guys, thank you so much.
I had a blast.
So did I. And for those of you that are listening to this only, Will is slapping the table with a piece of electrical tape.
Let's all say it at the same time. 1, 2, 3. What are we talking about?
Tummy aches.
Also, Steve, I did that Command Line Johnny bullshit when I tried to grab your hand on the table,
Oh, you
and you
did?
moved your hand out of the way.
Is that why you and Darren were laughing? Yeah.
Biodome is the first appearance of Tenacious D.
Really?
oh, wow.
Yeah, they sang a
right.
song called Change or something, or
Is
Earth
is
Song.
Kyle Gass in the end of High?
Bird is speaking English to these squirrels,
my
and the
goodness.
squirrels come up and they talk to it and communicate.
I still
What
don't
if
trust
that? What if
squirrels.
that parrot is just flirting with them squirrels?
Just flirting.
Damn girl, put that ass right up.